Welcome to Kidney Class. Tonight, Volume 1, Chapter 9, I'm going to call drip email. But I'm also going to combine some physical medias in with this post just to kind of, touch on them. And they shouldn't be a huge part of what you're doing, but it's amazing how effective some of the old school techniques are. So they're worth putting in your repertoire. And the drip email campaign, there's many services that do it. Constant Contact, Mailchimp. Honestly, I think if you get a group of email addresses and a contact manager, or in a spreadsheet or something like that, and then you BBC, out the monthly newsletter, you're probably okay doing it manually. The couple of guidelines that I have on drip email is make it very brief. Make it very, very brief. Once somebody has to scroll down an email, you're going to lose them. You want to have a picture, and if you were doing a business and it was a detail shop, you'd have a dirty vehicle / clean vehicle before and after. Click here for more information, and it would lead them to the website. In your case, hey, just checking in with everybody. Here is, a shot of me at dialysis, and this is Nurse Betty or whatever. If you know of anybody that is interested in donating a kidney, please have them hit these links or whatever. And the nice thing about an email, especially if you have it brief and it doesn't take up a bunch of people's time, because if they have to read too much, then they delete it. But if they don't, they're going to keep it in their email. And when they are at a poker game with somebody, and it's like, didn't you know somebody needed a kidney? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll get that. And they pull it up and forward it to somebody. And it's a great way to tell a little story and make it shareable and make it for your other people to share it. Somebody could say, hey, look, I'm going to send this out to my church email list. And then you got 300 people looking at it, and it's got all the information that they need to go back to your story and all that other stuff. And it's worth the time. I would not send out more than one a month. I would come up with a little kind of a theme, make it brief, and once a month. People get too much email, they send it to the trash or unsubscribe or whatever. With that said, there are several other physical mediums, and I think the mail is pretty weak. The only time that I would ever use the mail is for a personal handwritten thank you card. Buy a big box of them, and when somebody helps you, or you're talking to somebody and they give you a lead on somebody that might want to have a interest in helping you find a kidney. Thanks for going on my podcast show. Hey, thanks for promoting me on your kidney show or whatever it is. Have some thank you notes, and I don't think it's a bad idea to take care of the people that are taking care of you. If you have a good nurse in the dialysis center, nobody interacts with me where it doesn't get something. I buy them a gift or some pizza or whatever. I want them to be concentrating on me because I love them and they're wonderful, and I appreciate them taking care of me. I'm grateful. Who knows? I do it because it makes me feel good to take care of the people that are taking care of me. if you give a box of candy to the doctor's staff, he loves that. She loves that. That staff is appreciated. And who knows? You'd never know what doing good in this world, it comes back at you. The things that you do come back at you. If you do bad in the world, duck. If you do good in the world and you're honestly trying hard, and they got to make a choice between person A and person B, and person B has been crabby and foul and everything else, and person A, send them a thank you card, tell them how much they really appreciate it. I like it for that. So whenever anyone says helping you find a kidney, you've got a handwritten note, and that's good. The other thing that I would do is I would get personal business cards, and I would print your name on the front and your phone number and your email on the front, and then on the back I would print your story about looking for a kidney, what you're doing, what your website is, and if you're talking to somebody and say, hey, if you've got any people that you could reach out to, put your coordinator's name and phone number on the back, so that they can reach out to that coordinator and say, hey, send me a kit. I want to test. And, again, you just never know, and ask people, send them a picture of that card and say, if you know anybody, can you share this, on your Instagram? There's a lot of people that have a following. Some people have 5,000 people that they interact with on Facebook, and there's community groups, and I think I dealt with this on a Facebook segment, but there's people in small towns, and the people are close together, and next door neighbor, things like that, they know each other, and get the word out. But I would have some of those business cards, make it easy for people to help you. And if no one told you that they love you today,